Imagine waking up one day and questioning everything you've always perceived as reality. What if the solid ground beneath your feet, the vibrant colors that meet your eyes, the symphony of sounds that fill your ears, aren't as real as they seem? What if everything you've ever known, the world as it appears to be, is merely a construct of your mind, a tapestry woven from the threads of your perceptions and thoughts? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? One that challenges our understanding of the world and our place within it. We're so used to taking the physical reality for granted. It's easy to forget that our perception of it might be just one version of the truth. What if we told you that physical reality is not an absolute truth, but rather a mirror reflecting our perceptions and thoughts? The world around us is not just what we see, but rather a reflection of our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. Let's delve deeper into this fascinating concept. When we say that reality is a mirror, what we mean is that the world we perceive is not an objective, fixed entity. Instead, it's a subjective construct shaped by our individual thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. Think about a rainbow. It's a natural phenomenon that we all recognize, yet it doesn't exist in a tangible sense. There's no pot of gold at the end of it, and you can't touch it. It's merely the result of light refracting through water droplets in the atmosphere, creating a spectrum of colors. But here's the catch. The rainbow you see isn't exactly the same as the one I see. Depending on our vantage points, we might perceive different bands of color, or even see the rainbow in entirely different locations in the sky. This is a simple yet powerful example of how our perceptions shape our reality. We're not just passive observers in this world, but active participants, constantly molding and shaping our reality through our thoughts and beliefs. Imagine two people looking at the same painting. One person sees a chaotic mess of colors and lines, while the other sees a poignant representation of human emotion. The painting hasn't changed, but their perceptions of it have created two completely different realities. And it's not just about the big things. Every moment, every interaction, every decision we make is influenced by our perceptions. The way we perceive a situation can determine whether we see it as an opportunity or a threat, a blessing or a curse. In essence, our physical reality is only a mirror reflecting our inner world. It's a dynamic, ever-changing landscape that's as unique as each one of us. And understanding this concept is the first step towards harnessing the power of perception to shape our reality in ways that serve us better. So remember, next time you look at the world around you, what you're really seeing is a reflection of your inner self. This is the mirror of reality. In essence, our physical reality is only a mirror reflecting our inner world. This is not just philosophical musings, but a concept backed by science. Science, in its quest to understand the nature of reality, has stumbled upon some intriguing concepts that lend credence to the idea of reality as a mirror. Let's take quantum physics as our first example. Quantum physics is the science of the very small, dealing with particles and phenomena that are so tiny they defy our everyday understanding of the world. One of the most startling revelations from the quantum world is the concept of superposition. This idea suggests that particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed. It's like saying a coin is both heads and tails until you look at it. This phenomenon implies that our act of observing, of perceiving, is what determines the outcome, the reality. And then there's the observer effect, a principle that states that the mere act of observing will alter the phenomenon being observed. For instance, in the realm of quantum physics, you cannot measure a particle's position and its momentum at the same time. The more accurately you try to measure one, the less accurately you can know the other. This is not due to limitations in our measurement tools, but a fundamental aspect of nature. It seems that our mere act of attention, of observation, changes what we see. These scientific theories suggest that reality is not a fixed objective entity. Instead, it seems to be a dynamic subjective construct that changes based on our perceptions and observations. So, the mirror metaphor begins to make sense. Our reality is not just out there, independent of us. It's a reflection, a mirror of our perceptions, our observations. Indeed, science, like philosophy, continues to explore the nature of reality, and in the process, it keeps uncovering more questions than answers. But one thing seems increasingly clear: our reality might not be as concrete as we think. So, science tells us that our reality might not be as concrete as we think, but rather a reflection of our perceptions. This understanding of reality as a mirror has profound implications on how we live our lives. With this understanding, we can see that our thoughts, feelings, and actions are not just products of our reality, they're the brushstrokes that paint it. Consider the concept of positive thinking. It's not just a motivational tool or a self-help gimmick, it's a way to shape the mirror of our reality. When we adopt a positive mindset, we're not just changing our internal world, we're influencing the external one. The mirror of reality reflects back the positivity we project. So instead of waiting for good things to happen, we can help create them through our mindset. Visualization works on a similar principle. By vividly picturing our desired outcomes, we're effectively shaping the mirror of reality to reflect those outcomes. It's a way of priming the mirror to reflect what we want to see. And while it's not a magic wand that can grant every wish, it's a powerful tool that can significantly influence our reality. Then there's mindfulness. By being fully present, we're able to see the mirror of reality for what it truly is, a reflection of our perceptions and attitudes. This awareness allows us to discern which parts of the mirror we want to reshape and which parts we want to maintain. In essence, understanding reality as a mirror empowers us to become active participants in our lives rather than passive observers. It encourages us to take responsibility for our reality and to shape it in a way that aligns with our aspirations and values. This is not to say that we can control every aspect of our reality, but it does mean that we have more influence than we might think. Our thoughts, feelings, and actions are not just reactions to our reality, they're the very materials we use to mold it. When we understand that our reality is a mirror, we realize that we have the power to shape our reality. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Embark True North. Our perceptions have the power to shape our reality. As we journey through life, we shape our world through the lens of our perceptions. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? The way we perceive our surroundings can alter the fabric of our reality. Let's take a moment to ponder this. Imagine you're walking through a dense forest. For one person, this forest might seem like a menacing maze of twisted trees and hidden dangers. But for another, it's a serene sanctuary, brimming with life and tranquility. The forest remains the same, yet it transforms based on the perception of the observer. This is not just a philosophical musing. It is a practical tool we can use to navigate life's challenges. Consider a situation where you face failure. If you perceive this failure as a dead end, it has the power to halt your progress. But if you perceive it as a stepping stone towards success, it becomes a catalyst for growth. The situation remains the same, but your perception defines your reality. The beauty of this concept is that we have the power to choose our perceptions. We can choose to see the world through a lens of positivity and opportunity, or a lens of negativity and despair. This choice, in turn, shapes our experiences. This isn't to say that we should ignore the harsh realities of life. Rather, it's about acknowledging them, but choosing to perceive them in a way that fuels growth and positivity. It's about realizing that challenges are not roadblocks, but opportunities for innovation and growth. The power of perception is not just about changing how we see the world. It's about transforming our world from the inside out. It's about realizing that we hold the brush that paints the canvas of our reality. So let's harness the power of perception. Let's choose to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. Let's choose to see obstacles as opportunities, failures as lessons, and challenges as chances for growth. By changing our perceptions, we can change our reality. So what does all of this mean for us? Well, it's simple, yet profound. We've journeyed through the intriguing question of reality, seeing how it acts like a mirror, reflecting not the world as it is, but as we perceive it to be. We delved into the fascinating science that underpins this concept, unveiling how our thoughts and perceptions have the power to shape the reality that's mirrored back to us. We've learned that we aren't passive observers in this world, but active participants, able to mold our reality through our perceptions. Understanding that our physical reality is only a mirror is not just a philosophical concept, but a practical tool for living a more conscious and intentional life. It empowers us to take control of our reality and transform it in ways that resonate with our deepest aspirations. Remember, our physical reality is only a mirror reflecting our perceptions and thoughts. So, shape your perceptions wisely. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Embark True North.